Satnam, I'm David here offering a general reading. As always, explore what resonates within. And I got a friend here with me. We haven't gone for a walk, so we'll see how this goes. What I was getting, I got a lot in the dream world, and a recent group reading spoke to the dream world. And for me, it's like easier to trust that information through the dream world because the analytical mind is turned off, right? And you allow yourself to venture in another world, in another plane, right? I don't question that reality. It is what it is. I'm not always able to make sense of everything, but I trust it. And I feel like this new beginning, this new horizon for you on this earthly plane is asking you to forgive yourself for what did and didn't transpire in the past and awaken to the possibilities today. And playful nature was also felt important because you can take steps in different directions, and it doesn't mean that that's going to your course is going to continue that way. The divine might course correct you, or you might feel out, go in one direction and decide, you know what, that's not for me, and that's okay. And you had to have that experience to allow that wisdom to sit in. And they gave me the words, chase your tail, like chasing your tail. And I didn't take this as you spinning in circles. Rather, okay, that's enough. Get playful and do you, without regard for the external, insofar as what is the inner dialogue when you want to take that step, when you want to follow your dreams, or you want to put yourself out there. There's that inner dialogue that says, go back in your box, and it's from one story or one ancestor or one pitfall, right? One relationship. And so can your rebellious act be not the self-sabotage that you've become accustomed to, but the playful nature of allowing life to be this playing field of new joyous beginnings, and let that be the foundation on which you take these magical steps. And I have a couple decks here. They're a little bit of a mess, but I wanted to pull this deck out for you, this card out for you. And it's actually the bottom deck. It's new beginnings. We don't know when we take a step what's going to happen. And recently, in many readings, the divine is not giving the answer to you. Let's see what the cards have to say, if that's allowed right now. Are you allowing yourself to awaken to new beginnings? And how is that communication coming through to you on the cellular level, the emotional body, the mental body? And sometimes we have to break through some resistance that's really uncomfortable, and we don't want to touch that pain, but that pain is really how we break free. Is that pain holding you back? And will you allow a new emotional currency to come in and let something in the mental body lay to rest? So your foundation, the next bottom deck with this one, is a Hermit, is about going within. And rather than letting this fascination with your sabotage or with the pain hold you back, get very curious about it in a way that allows you to transmute the energies and understand it. It's like dancing with the devil, and I don't like saying that out loud because I turned off my comments for YouTube because it'd be like, you're doing devil's work. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying let something new come into the emotional body. Let a thought that hurts you and holds you back, let that go. Rewrite your internal script. And as you rewrite your internal script, what else changes? What doors open up? How will you see this playing field anew? Got my deck here, the divination deck. Send me an email if you're interested in it. And I also have an ebook, the playing card companion that goes with it. I can also email it to you. Be that and like create it, make it happen. And from what I understand, she had a very feisty personality, and I'm seeing her actually in her, like images of her in her bed painting her casts. And so there was a lot of pain, and forgive me if I don't have her whole story, like do your own research. Pain in that accident, pain in the relationships that followed, and she worked with those energies as best she could. So this is the third four, the Four of Pentacles. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to in the mental body? What are you holding on to in the emotional body? And how will you, give me the word regrets. Will you regret more the choice you didn't make or giving it a try and falling? Next bottom deck. Your true calling will not lead you astray. It just isn't linear. It's not linear. And society and our brain wants things to be linear and concrete in some way, because that gives us comfort, this small sense of comfort that we know, we think we know, or we think we got it right. Alright, starting new beginnings deck. Life is an expression of you. How are you going to show up? How are you going to show up? Next bottom deck. Everything is co-created. It's an offering here. It's an opportunity. It's an open door. Will you step through that portal? Will you step into the opportunity, whether it's a connection, a program, a book you want to write, a family you want to create? The list goes on. Will you step into it with your whole heart and trust that the divine has your back? Well, sending lots of love and light your way. The 10, like the 10 is on the board, the deck is facing up, so it feels like you will have success in the material. Let it blossom. Feed that energy, not of insecurity, but wrap yourself in the love that you once knew of yourself when you began this journey on the planet, that then kind of got tainted by other experiences, and come back and allow it to be a journey, not a destination. Lots of love.